Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a beautiful morning, and I hope that you are ready to discuss the unspoken realities of motherhood in our short story today called Stretch Marks by Eleske Rahill. And I love this story, and I find the portrayal of motherhood's raw and often hidden challenges through this. I also think that it offers a powerful alternative to idealized views of motherhood. I'd like to focus on Rahil challenging societal expectations because we notice that Rahil doesn't romanticize motherhood. Instead, she exposes it in all of its complexity, both beautiful and brutal. And so, this presentation will essentially explore how Stretch Marks sheds light on the unspoken realities of motherhood and the expectations surrounding it. First, we have Rahill's work in Stretch Marks, and that it dismantles the romanticized view of motherhood. Second, it explores the physical and emotional toll of pregnancy, which addresses themes like bodily autonomy and societal pressures. And lastly, Rahill's portrayal prompts readers to question the pressures placed on mothers and the gap between societal expectations and your lived reality. Rahill's work it particularly challenges the stereotype of the nurturing role that is supposed to be fulfilled by a mother by revealing the physical and emotional tolls of pregnancy. And so I want to note that society expects mothers to embody strength and sacrifice, but our author invites us to question this idealized image. Now I'd like us to take a look at key passages that bring these hidden realities to life. Our first quote: "There's a dry glass on the bedside table under two dry slices of toast. Under the duvet, she itches the ball of one foot with the toes of another, and the first rolls up under her nails." This passage conveys the often overlooked and physical discomforts of pregnancy. And second, this time she is needy, she is weak, and she is useless. Another child at her age, a kind of hubris. This reflects Donna's feelings of inadequacy and the societal judgments on motherhood and her age. Within the story, we hear her reflect back to her mother and her grandmother. Think about that. Next, we have the quote: "The physical toll of pregnancy as a reality they don't tell you about." And this quote reveals the physical sacrifices of motherhood that's often ignored in societal narratives, and societal expectations completely ignore this. Her body, once her own, now a vessel, an expectation, a duty, highlights the loss of autonomy that many mothers feel after having a child, challenging the idea of motherhood as solely fulfilling or perhaps your reason of existing. Two more quotes to look at. She pushes her face into the pillow. She won't vomit. She is so tired of vomiting. This quote highlights the physical toll of pregnancy and Donna's emotional exhaustion from this baby. Another: "Back in the fatty frouse of her bedroom, too late for the toilet, she vomits on her feet and a shot of hot urine streaks down her leg." So sorry for the typo. It's shot, not short. This demonstrates Donna's loss of control over her body, and it's challenging the idealized image of pregnancy. Throughout the story, we can see that Rahil is portraying something that is supposed to make motherhood a nuanced experience and not a one dimensional role. Hence, motherhood as both beautiful and brutal. The scenes that we read about suggest that acknowledging the struggle, vulnerability, and strength of mothers could lead us to a more realistic expectation and empathy for these people. So let's look at a few more quotes that reveal Donna's inner conflict. "Donna is afraid of stretch marks the same way she's afraid of her mother's eyes in her face. This conveys Donna's struggle with identity and the generational expectations placed on her as a mother by her mother." Next, "After her grandma died, Donna started telling everyone, embarrassed and bewildered by herself. And this reflects the weight of motherhood and loss and the struggle to communicate these experiences. When Donna had her first abortion, she felt this need to tell the world around her, anyone and everyone." So I want to know, what are the emotional and physical realities of birth? Well, reality one, She looks down at her body, the pink streaked belly. She lifts the severed cord, tugs, and is surprised that her body doesn't register her touch. This scene captures the horror and disconnection Donna feels post-birth, confronting the physical aftermath. Her legs are splayed on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Reality number 2. Our baby, says her husband. No, says Donna. She will remember with shame that she wants to keep it in. Donna's desire to hold on to the placenta symbolizes her need for proof of her daughter, and this begs us to hint at her complex emotional relationship with motherhood and what that looks like. I have 2 questions that I'd like you to ponder. How does Rahill's depiction of motherhood challenge or support our assumptions about this role? And to what extent should literature represent these unspoken realities to reshape societal views?